it.
3 words.
Whatever.
I try and play with a lot of heart, a lot of feel, and I like to come at you downhill.
There you go.
Yeah, come straight at, yeah. I've never been put on the spot with that. Like, I've been like, cool, right hand, left hand. Like, no, sweet. Thanks. Hey y'all, I'm Ben from the Wild Feathers.
I'm T.Greens.
And you're watching Detroit Drum Greens. Woo! We say we're a rock band. I mean, like, but if you're like, you know, if you're a rock band, or if you do things in the spirit of rock and roll, you can kind of play whatever the fuck you want to. So I mean, like, if we sound country at times, that's because that's what we want to do. We're not trying to be like, trying to sound like, try and make something country. It's just like, we're just playing rock and roll, you know? Like, we always use the, like, because a lot of times people will like, country people think we're really rock, and rock people think we're really country, but we're just like, no, we just play rock and roll music. I mean, like, a great example that we all always use is the record Exile on Main Street by the Rolling Stones. Like, that's a rock and roll band, but that's almost like a country blues record, you know? So, I mean, you play rock and roll, you play whatever the fuck you want to play. If it sounds countryish, then if nobody likes it, then just keep playing it, whatever, you know? So, we're not taking country back, but we love good country music, we love good songs. So, yeah, we might play some country. If country fans love us, that's great. If rock fans love us, you know, we don't really think, I guess there's people up top that think about genres and markets and where to put us, but we're just playing our tunes, you know, having fun, drinking, playing, yeah. You know, it's funny, like, I don't know exactly what I would call, like, all the terms are weird. It's like Avett Brothers or Americana, I guess you could say, but I mean, if you see them live, it's intense. It's not like, I mean, it's not like you go in there and like sit down and like, oh, like folky songs. I mean, it's intense, you know? So I mean, like, to me, that's rock and roll, you know? Mumford and Sons, I really don't know what they call that genre-wise. I guess it's pop, but I mean, it's not like bluegrass. I don't know, like, I wish I had a really like awesome answer about it. It's just like, genres and things are weird because like a genre is something invented by marketers intended to like sell something. Like a genre of music isn't like, I try to think about the attitude of music, the spirit, like the soul, like the heart in the music. Like that's what makes it rock and roll, or that's what makes it country or something, or shit sometimes. The genre like rock and roll, I don't know, that or country, that really doesn't mean anything to us really, because we're not trying to fit in somewhere. We're just trying to play songs that we hope people like and that we think is really fun to play and stuff that means a lot to us. So yeah, I can't really say a whole lot about genres because to me it's not something I think about or we think about really. We just play our tunes. Let somebody else worry about it. But I mean, that's the truth. I mean, like, that's something I've thought about for the longest time. Like, do you remember like there's these like rock revivalist bands? People are like, rock and roll is back, like in the maybe 10 years ago, like the Vines, the Hives, the Strokes too, like all those are great, awesome bands. And I was like, yeah, these guys fucking rock, but I mean, like, they're not like saving rock and roll. It never needed saving. Like, it's there, like, it's inside you, man, right? I know that sounds cheesy, but I mean, like, I was like, rock and roll's not dead. Like, it doesn't need saving. Like, I mean, you know, it's just, so there's that too. We all, of course, have like lots of common stuff we love, but I mean, we all a lot of us kind of come from different places musically, you know, growing up and just like what we're into. So you're gonna like, you're gonna hear a bunch of different stuff. Every now and then things are gonna get really hard rocking. then you're gonna, get like the traveling troubadour kind of thing.
Every wind that blows my way picks me up easy. I don't carry the weight, and everywhere just it turned around. Well, it's back to the middle, halfway in and down.
Things are going to get kind of soul sounding and kind of bluesy, then power pop, it's like where we all come from, which is good. I'm glad it works, So we're just, and the fun thing is, like, I remember when I first started playing with these guys, I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna fit in with them, because I get after it when I play, I was like, I don't know if it's gonna, and they were like, yeah, man, this is what we want. We want somebody like fucking play, drive it, So I was like, all right, sweet, good. They're like, you can do more, and I was like, all right, I'll do more. So when I started playing drums, my dad was a drummer, and he made me a tape of like old soul music, like Otis Redding and Wilson Pickett and Sam Cooke and like all that awesome stuff, like a bunch of Detroit stuff too. And he was like, if you can play this old soul music, you can play anything, because like some of it's really slow, and then some of it's just like right there in the pocket, and it's just got a different feel to it. And so basically I played along to like tapes of old soul music for a few years, and then heard Nirvana and was like, I want to play to this now. And so like, that's why I really kind of, what I go for and what I hope to be is kind of like Dave Grohl playing soul music, because I like, there's nothing than like a good fucking groovy beat, but also like it, like driven in there too. So So that's really it for me, like soul music and then Dave Grohl. And then of course I was into a bunch of other drummers. I mean, I got into Tool a lot because it's amazing, but I was never like, I'm gonna play like him, because I was like, I can't play like Danny Carey of Tool. He'll be my favorite drummer, but I'm not gonna. He's not an influence, because I was like, nope, won't ever be able to do that, Phil. Yeah. So, but Dave Grohl is like, yeah, I can do that. You know. Yeah. You want to try and like keep it in perspective, but it's hard, you know, because you want to be like, we're not gaining enough momentum, or we're not, you know, building enough. But I mean, if you look at if you say objective about it, it's like, well, I mean, we did sell more tickets than last time in most places we play, you know, so that is good. But you know, you always want to come back and just play like the arena your second time there, but it just doesn't happen, you know. And it was freezing, and people were asking us for money, and there was really steep stairs, and like I thought somebody was going to break their legs a couple times, but the show was awesome. We'd never played in Detroit. And the crowd was fucking awesome and into it, and it was a big surprise, because we were honestly, I was a little nervous. I was like, it might not be that good. We've only played Ann Arbor twice, and so we'll see. And then Blind Pig, okay. And another place, I can't remember what it was called, but it was like, it was awesome and gross, and yeah, I can't remember what it's called though. That's the only time I think we've ever had to escort somebody out. Like our tour manager like escorted somebody out of the show because he was like really hammered, like messing with like Taylor and Ricky's pedal boards and stuff. It was awesome. And then like it was funny because like the tour manager came and got him. And he's like, "Hey man, come back here with me." And at first the guy thought he like won something. He's like, "Yeah, all right, let's go." And then like got to the door. This is what our tour manager says. He's like, he got to the door and he like kept taking him. He's like, "Wait, no man, no." But he like had to like take him out. But at first he was pumped. He was like, "Yeah!" Like I think thought he won a T-shirt or something. Yeah. I think all our videos have been directed by a good friend named Gus Black. He is, we love him like a brother, and he's extremely talented at directing videos. He just like has this knack, especially for just like getting the shots. He calls them moments. He's like, oh, we're getting some moments here, and like that's why like a lot of the videos that we have really are just like, in my opinion, just like a lot of beautiful imagery. Yeah. A couple of the videos have storylines which are cool, but they still just look awesome, you know. Yeah, we're proud of them. We'd love to keep working with him, but also work with other people too and make new videos, but always have Gus Black videos also. Yeah, he really likes shooting in the desert a lot too. He likes a lot of desert stuff, which is fun. We went out to these woods out in like like maybe a half an hour outside of Nashville. Just like went out in the woods, like set up our gear and played, and like people got hammered. And so I mean, like a lot of times when you see people like people are, like actually are kind of partying, like it was a party. Although nobody dropped acid, I don't think. I think that was like for effect of like of people dropping acid for the video. But people were smoking weed, but that's not like super rock and roll these days, you know. But yeah, it was fun. It was an awesome night.
Smoking pistol, burn my hand in the backwoods, they understand. Lay me down by the old oak tree, cut my hair when they bury me, light me up and set me out
Acid, you know, the only time I've ever done acid, it didn't work. So I'm all for acid if people can be cool, you know. Drop acid if you want to. You don't have to edit this. I guess I'm sure my mom will see this. The acid didn't work, so I didn't really take it. Yeah, but if people like, you know, probably shouldn't do it every day, but if they're feeling it, you know, drop acid, but don't lose your job or hit anybody. Yeah, that's pretty much my take on everything. Just don't lose your job and don't be violent. Otherwise, do whatever you want to. Be productive and do drugs if you want to.
Tell us about the scene, like here compared to Nashville.
Well, it's funny because I'm not in Nashville that much anymore. We're always gone. It's like it's difficult for me to keep my finger on the pulse of like the scene in Nashville because I'm not there that much. And I haven't spent much time up here, so I don't know if I can think of any bands that are from here. I mean, like I know artists that have been from here, but I don't know about like still here. Because what do I say about Nashville? It's really fun and it's really difficult because everybody there is talented. Like everybody there can play better than you. Like there's always somebody better than you. So I mean, like if you don't like if you're not like really really good. And if you're not fun to hang out with, because I mean, like, because that's another thing. It's like, oh, that guy's not fun to hang out with. We'll just find somebody cooler, who's also probably a better player and instrumentalist. So it's also it's inspiring because I mean, if you don't work hard, man, you're gonna get passed really fast. And I mean, I played and we've all played. I've been in Nashville for a long time and played in a lot of bands and worked so hard, just like tough to get ahead. And I know Ricky and Joel were also in Nashville for a long time, and like we were all kind of successful around the scene, but just like busted our asses forever, and then like kind of came together, and this thing started working. So I mean, you know, I've been playing in bands in Nashville for like 10 years, you know, and it takes a lot of hard work, but I love it. Brought up Sonic Highways earlier. I mean, like when I listened to Dave Grohl for the first time, that changed me. Like that was the first time I was ever like, that's how I want to play. That's what I want to play like, you know.
My name's Dave Grohl. I'm a drummer. These days I'm gonna get my big break, man. So when you're a kid and you're growing up, what do you think of Nashville?
In Nashville, you've got the goods. It's all about the song.
Even if they're not in country music, they come here to write here.
When I decided to come back to Nashville, it only made sense to bring the band to Zach's place.
It was the first independent recording studio on Music Row.
If you come to Nashville, this stage is just as important as those other rites of passage.
Everybody's telling me I have to watch the Nashville one. I hear there's a lot of Dolly Parton in it, which is great because I think a lot of people tend to maybe not underappreciate her, but maybe don't understand how smart Dolly Parton is. Like, she made an amazing, huge, impactful career out of acting like just some like ditzy blonde.
Don't try to cry your way out of this, and don't try to lie, or I'll catch you in it. Don't try to make me feel sorry for you. Just because I'm blonde, don't think I'm done, 'cause this dumb blonde ain't nobody's fool.
But that woman's fucking smart, and she wrote some hits, and she's talented as hell. You know, like she's that's smart, I think. Branding. She branded herself. That's what we call it in the industry. Everybody moves there and everybody's writing songs, and that's some people's jobs, is to sit there and write songs all day, 40, 60 hours a week, just write, you know? And it's crazy. That's another reason, like I said, it's so hard to get ahead there because there's so many people there that are so good. And I don't know. If you're ever feeling it, there's a song by Lacey J. Dalton named something about God Bless the Boys That Make the Noise on 16th Avenue.
Walk away from everything just to see our dream come true. So God bless the boys who make the noise on 16th Avenue. With $1 million spirit and an old flat top guitar, they drive to town with all they own in a $100 car. 'Cause one time someone told them about a friend of a friend they knew who owns, you know, a studio on 16th Avenue.
It's a heartbreaking song. But yeah, it's and a lot of people that write a lot of those songs are kind of douchey too. I don't know, they hang out at douchey bars. But I mean, hey, they're like, you know, and there's a lot of people writing like really kind of shitty songs. And in my opinion, you know, like all like the truck driving, put your tailgate down and like, let me, like, do you girl and stuff.
Lifestyle stuff.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't, like, I hate that music, but at the same time, I'm like, well, they'll be able to put their kids through college for doing that. So like, good for them. Like, so I'm kind of like, guys, please quit this. But I understand, like, get your money, you know. So it's just, it is what it is. Good songs will always win in the end, eventually.
I remember holding you down under the waters of your hometown. And Oklahoma is just a memory. California is where I'll be. This ain't down in Texas. Oh, there ain't much rain. So I found a season, you know she ain't gonna change. Left my woman at home. All my money is gone. I can't stand it, leaving you all alone. Left my woman.
Oh, do I look like somebody on Workaholics?
Yeah.
Oh man, no. But what's funny is we were recently on a tour with this awesome band called Desert Noises, and their drummer looks just like the dude with like the long curly hair on Workaholics.
Okay.
So now I kind of wish he was here, and I don't know, maybe we could have like dressed up as Workaholics for our Halloween show. But yeah, he gets it all the time. But no, I've only seen a couple episodes, and it was hilarious. But I don't know which one I look like. Carl?
Their drug
All right.
dealer.
Oh, so he's not one of like the three main guys?
Oh, yeah, he's
Okay.
the fourth guy, kind of.
Nice.
But yeah.
All right, yeah, I should watch that show more because what I've seen is hilarious. All right.